You're just perp back with another video, and finally, uh, we get part two of Masters of the Universe. This is produced by Kevin Smith. Now, this has to be one of the most controversial shows to come out this year for many reasons and a lot of dumb reasons. And before I get into this review, hit that like button, subscribe, and follow me on Twitter at perpminded420, because this is a different type of experience for me, because I'll let y'all know I never grew up with, the original He-Man series and stuff like that. I remember watching the early 2000s version. I think I watched like one episode when it was on like Toonami or like Cartoon Network at the time. Uh Other than that, I would say I'm a real casual viewer of it. I don't know much about it. I know who Skeletor is. I know who He-Man is. Those are the two people I know. I don't know much about Teela and just the lore of He-Man. Let that be known. But with that being said, I feel like this series that Kevin Smith put out there, you know what I'm saying, and just everybody involved, the animators, fucking phenomenal. I was still able to catch on and understand each character. Each character in this series has an arc, whether it be Teela, Adam, Evil Lyn, Skeletor. Everybody has an arc in this series, and I'll have to say, for everybody out there that thought that this was the Teela show and this was all about Teela becoming He-Man, those people were absolutely wrong. I'm here to tell it's just not correct, bro. Everybody has a role to play in this show, and that's what I really enjoyed about it. And I even got emotional at times where certain characters had to put their lives on the line for other people, and that's why I really like about just how they told this story and how they used all these different characters. And it's not just about He-Man, it's about just everybody saving the universe. It's just crazy. And starting with part one was the most controversial. People were just going crazy, just assuming that this was terrible. They're killing off characters left and right. He-Man is dead. Well, come to find out, He-Man is not dead. If you watch part two, he just gets stabbed. But, it took Teela and her mom, which was the sorceress at the time, you know what I'm saying, to bring back, to save Adam, to bring him back. And I really like how they put a lot of respect on He-Man's name, or just slash Adam, because Adam was even getting busy just in his base form. That shit was dope. And seeing him go savage, He-Man being on some Broly shit, that shit was epic. I really enjoyed that. You know what I'm saying? Just everything about Adam's arc in this was just incredible. Just showing what it means to be a hero. And he's the first and last person that you see with that goddamn sword. You never see Teela with the sword in hand. Never. But what they do with Teela's character is also dope, because she kind of goes through this almost rebellious kind of arc, what people think or assume, not knowing her destiny is become the new sorceress. Which everything with that, it was really dope. I really like the ending with part two, where she finally becomes one with her mom, and just making amends with people. And I like how Oracle comes back. I think that's how you pronounce his name. Everybody thought that he was dead, but him and Evil Lyn kind of have a thing. Evil Lyn, what they do with Evil Lyn definitely has one of the most interesting character arcs in this series, because she's been Skeletor's right hand for so long, and she finally just gets fed up and decides to take things into her own hands. And man, she gets her hand on this sword, bro, and it's like the worst thing ever, bro, because she has like universal power. It's really crazy. The power scaling in this, it makes sense though. The power scaling to me makes sense in this, how everybody can kind of call onto the power and stuff like that. Well, certain people, not everybody, but Skeletor was also dope in this. Mark Hamill was fucking really dope as Skeletor. Just the opening like monologue he does in part 2, it's just so sinister and evil and goofy, and just how Evelyn was able to get Skeletor to power down with the power of the coochie was hilarious, because it's like, who would, like, at that moment, why wouldn't you? Like, you know what I'm saying? It was, I know it probably is gonna rub some people the wrong way, but I thought it was pretty hilarious. There was definitely some Kevin Smith-esque humor throughout this whole entire series, but it wasn't too overbearing. It was just like here and there. It wasn't like every single scene he has to turn something into like some type of joke or something like that. Andrea, I didn't really like her character. She's still my least favorite character. She's the only one that I could see people complaining about, how she becomes the new Man of Arms and stuff like that. Other than that, man, the animation is incredible in this show, man. I always shit on American animation because there's not that many good American like animated series like that. Anime has pretty much dominated that space. You have the DC animated movies, but this, I would say, is one of the better animated like American series that I've seen in a long time. Like, just what they do with special effects, incredible. I really enjoyed watching this series from start to finish. I'm definitely gonna have to rewatch it all at once. Like I said, I don't have too many negatives really about this show, besides like Andrea. I don't really like her character. Her character's whatever. Even though they did flesh her character out more in part 2, still wasn't like over the moon about her character. I like that this had stakes in the story. Characters were selfless, but it also left you wanting more, because I definitely think they're going to do a part 3, part 4, maybe just like kind of flesh this out even more. I really want to see where this goes, because I'm very much in tune with this stuff now, because that's why that just goes to show you how good this show really is. But I understand some people might not just like the direction of certain things, like, or just how certain characters look, which is really, it's really nitpicking at that point. But it is what it is. You can't please everybody. But I was thoroughly surprised and really enjoyed watching this from start to finish, like I said. But yeah, let me know how you guys that are big He-Man fans or something like that, that know of the lore and stuff like that, and have watched part 1 and 2. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Or also, if you're a new He-Man fan and this is the first time you ever really watched anything He-Man related, also let me know your thoughts in the comments below. But, you know, I don't want to drag this video out too long. I just wanted to kind of give you my quick take on just how I felt about this series overall. I just like how all the storylines came together, how dire it felt. It was very dark, and I really liked the dialogue, man. The dialogue was very strong. There was some goofy jokes here and there that are very Kevin Smith-esque, but, you know, it's not all over the place, like I said. Let me know how you guys feel. Make sure you hit that like button, subscribe, follow me on Twitter at PerpMinded420, and I will see y'all in the next video. Peace.